evening, everybody. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. We welcome you ringside for a much-anticipated bout. Let's set the table for you and get ready to dish up this big night of action. Marco Antonio Barerra is making his way to the ring now, and he looks very focused for this fight. Diego Chico Corrales, his ring walk, he just exudes confidence, carrying himself like a champion.
Fighting out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the baby-faced assassin, Marco Antonio Barerra. His opponents in the blue corner, please welcome Diego Chico Corrales.
All right, guys, remember this. Obey my commands all the time.
These two as round one is underway. We expect a high work rate among these two fighters. Now, do you want to see that same work rate throughout the whole fight? Or is that your expectation?
I'd love to, because we'd be having a good time and our fans, they're going to enjoy it.
Lands flush with the combination upstairs. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. There it is! Oh, that uppercut got him badly. Teddy, what does he need to do right here? He has no balance. His legs aren't underneath him.
Well, you know he can't move because he's going to fall on his own, or the referee's going to stop it. So believe it or not...
Oh! Marco Antonio Barrera's been stunned. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offense. Holy cow! Oh, he is absolutely affected by that right hand.
Come on,
never saw it coming.
out.
Worst kind of right hand you can catch. He should tie up here. Halfway through round number one. Barerra able to land the counterpunch. Teddy, we hear a lot of people talking about where are the next great fighters coming from. In your eyes, I mean, you're around gyms all over the country, all over the world. Where are they coming from?
Well, Joe, I'll tell you where they're not coming from. They're not coming from football anymore. In the old days, the big guys, instead of going on the football field, somebody would look to make them into the next heavyweight champ. But now they're going to college, they're going to places where they find it a little bit of an easier travel, and we're losing a lot of those athletes.
Really a lot of consistency from him with the right hand. Look at Marco Antonio Barerra with the counterpunch. 10 seconds to go in this round. He's committed to that left hand, and it's working out. Marco Antonio Barrera's cut is on the cheek, and you can see that it's bothering him a bit right now. That's something we'll keep our eye on.
Make him pay for his misses. Okay. You're doing good. You're doing good. Keep it up, all right? Keep busy.
Just focus on the fight. We'll take care of this, brother. Get on that. Get on that.
Back to fight action as a new round is underway. Of course, in that last round, it was fairly one-sided. He was hit pretty hard. And now he has to overcome that here.
Yeah, you don't have to be Nostradamus to know that. I mean, everybody saw, he got staggered, his knees buckled, did a little dance there. But what you have to really know now is know why you got hit and correct that immediately.
Looking right hand after he got hit. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Unable to land that shot. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Marco Antonio Barerra. Diego Corrales is jacked by an uppercut. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Halfway through round number 2. Good block by Marco Antonio Barerra. He fires off the combination there and it lands. Chico able to land the counter punch. Good counter punch. Holy cow! Diego Corrales is in a bad place right now. He was tagged.
All right, punch it out.
That's a nice counter punch from Diego Corrales. Teddy, he went from being on the edge of the cliff to now climbing back up the mountain.
Well, that's where you want to know if a guy recovers fast. Obviously, he has the capacity to recover very quickly.
Nice combination there. We come to the end of this round. Teddy, a round in which maybe a lot of trainers don't like to see because it was a very busy round for both guys.
Well, it depends what kind of style, what kind of strength your fighter has, or even what kind of weaknesses. If I had a guy who likes to box, who likes to counterpunch, I want a guy coming at him. Not with a lot of TNT in his gloves, but coming forward where my guy is well suited. He can pick him off a little bit.
Wait. Let's get on that swelling. Get on the swelling.
So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
Corrales with a block punch. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Good block by Corrales. Chico able to land the counter punch. Diego Corrales' strategy has been to control things on the outside, and the jab fits perfectly into it.
Yeah, what it's done is it's set up his defense. He's kept his opponent defensive, kept him off balance, off stride, and it's also set up his power shots whenever he's wanted to.
seconds to go here in this round. And Corrales able to block that punch. Corrales with a block punch. Oh, good exchange there. Off the mark. That's a nice counter punch from Diego Corrales. Able to land the counter punch. Last 10 seconds of round number 3. Come to the end of the round. Always interesting to see how things will play out in our fights. Teddy, it's always great anticipation when we come sit ringside and the build-up of what's going to happen.
Yeah, it is. And it's always great having a little electricity in the crowd. You know, it helps. I know it helps me with the broadcast to know that you have these passionate fans that are around.
All right. Let's work on that cut. Get the compress on. Get the compress on that. Let's work on the swelling. Work on the swelling.
Here we go with the 4th round. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Corrales with a block punch. There it is! Marco Antonio Barerra's legs look shaky. He was hurt. He's in bad shape. He does not look good at all. He could go down at any moment, Teddy.
Yeah, he wishes right now this was in an outdoor arena because maybe rain could come and stop it, because I don't know what else could help him right now.
Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Diego Corrales' defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. Diego Corrales' movement really helping him out, avoiding that punch. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Diego Corrales' movement helped out there. He avoided that punch. Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault.
I'm not gonna stand here and watch you take those shots, you understand me? Let's see some defense and more punches. Let's work on that swell.
You're looking good. Those hands. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of it. We'll take care of it because it's nothing. Small cut, nothing to worry about.
Back to fight action as a new round is underway. Of course, in that last round, it was fairly one-sided. He was hit pretty hard, and now he has to overcome that here.
Yeah, you don't have to be Notre Dame to know that. I mean, everybody saw, he got staggered, his knees buckled, did a little dance there. But what you have to really know now is know why you got hit and correct that immediately.
I would assume there has to come a point in this fight where he has to make the commitment to throw the power punches. It's hard to envision a way he's going to win this fight without going down that road.
He doesn't have the confidence to do it. I don't know if he's mentally strong enough to do it. I think he's worried about throwing hard at the guy because maybe in his mind that means the guy will throw hard back at him.
Diego Corrales has got a way of just getting away from that punch. Unable to score with the hook. He's just not concentrating on the body as a target here, Teddy.
No, and you wouldn't mind if he didn't have to. In other words, it all depends on the scenario. This scenario says that he should be going to.
Oh, and there you go. Marco Antonio Barrera's been stunned.
Come on now, work it out.
Chico able to land the counter punch.
Hands up, keep your hands up, keep your hands up.
Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
So it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
Diego Corrales' movement helped out there. He avoided that punch. Great taste of this fight, Teddy. These guys are not coming out of fifth gear. Nobody's slowing down.
Now they're fighting a 6th, 7th, and 8th gear.
That was off the mark. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. 10 seconds remaining in this round. This has been a hotly contested war throughout, and you just have a sense that it's going to end at any moment in these later rounds.
Yeah, these guys are not saving anything. They're going for broke right from the beginning.
Cut's nothing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of the cut. It's nothing. A small cut, nothing. Worry about it. Nice round. That was good. Have this one.
So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Marco Antonio Barrera is just a completely different fighter now. I mean, he was stunned earlier in this fight, and since then, there's just more of a defensive disposition to him.
Yeah, and the important thing right now is that sooner or later, and I think it's going to be sooner, his opponent's going to see the same thing, and he's not going to stay away. He's going to get more aggressive.
Chico able to land the counter punch. Needs to improve that accuracy, missed with the headshot. Marco Antonio Barrera has clearly made a decision. He's not going to stick with what he was doing. You know, a lot of people would say, yeah, absolutely, change things up. You got rocked.
Yeah, if you're a pitcher, you know, and the guy's hitting your fastball out of the park or coming close or hitting it on the warning track, you don't wait until it goes out of the park. You change to a curveball. Well, he's changing right now.
Blocks the headshot. I don't think that blood's going to be a big deal in terms of his vision. It's on the cheek. He just doesn't want any cut to worsen. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. So the round comes to an end. Joe and Teddy here ringside, and we've been enjoying sitting ringside because, Teddy, I know you have some of your fine guests from the Dr. Theodore Atlas Charitable Foundation with us here tonight.
And they're having a great night, and it's great to have them here. The thing that I want to say is thank you to all the people that help us, help many. They trust us. They allow us to be the middleman to give out the resources where they're needed. Thank you for mentioning Joe, and thank you to all the people that help us do what we do.
Round is underway, and we are halfway through the scheduled slate. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Chico able to land the counter punch. Able to cover up that gut. Good block by Corrales. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Good job staying away from the danger there. Barerra able to land the counter punch. Able to show you his blocking ability. Good clean shot returning Corrales. Good way to protect the midsection. And Corrales able to block that punch.
Let's work on that cut. It's not. The cut's nothing. Don't worry about it. Breathe in. Take a deep breath. Great job, man. You're doing well.
Another round. Will it go in another one-way direction? It's been a one-sided fight so far tonight. Comes back with an overhand right. Wow, great action right from the start. Hey, I don't know that they can keep up this pace, but if they do, what a night we got ahead of us.
Yeah, we're getting tired just watching this early part.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Diego Corrales. Well, his opponent doesn't like that, but that's exactly what he was trying to do. Just create some space there. Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing. Marco Antonio Barerra's got a bad cut now that's opened up on his cheek. What a great round. 2 minutes in, 60 seconds to go. Wow, is he defensively sound. Marco Antonio Barerra is now in a spot that many fighters have faced numerous times, and that is, how do you deal with seeing your own blood and knowing that you have incurred some serious damage? Look at that cut around the eye.
Well, for a fighter to be able to move to the top, he's got to be tested in a lot of areas. Sometimes the test comes when he's hurt. He's hit on the chin. He's dropped for the first time. Sometimes the test comes when you drop the other guy and he gets up and he comes at you. And sometimes the test comes in the form of a cut, when you see your first blood when you see it, that it's your blood? How do you behave? We're going to find out right now.
Don't worry about it. We'll take care of the cut. It's nothing. Small cut, nothing to worry about. Let's get on that swelling. Get on the swelling.
The action starts up again, but it's only favored one man. Hard to see this fight going the distance based on what we've witnessed so far. Good counter punch from Corrales. We got an interesting fight here. It looks like one man is seemingly in control, but the other is still live, is still game, is still capable. May need to hit that jackpot, though.
Well, he probably does need that knockout. So right now he has to adjust his game plan, his thinking a little bit. He's got to look for a spot to land one big shot. Maybe when he's pulling out.
Good block by Marco Antonio Barerra. Barerra able to block it. This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, when special events have happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. Marco Antonio Barrera's eye is an absolute mess. That cut is really a major issue. Now, if you're his opponent, it's got to be the primary target, right?
Yeah, in a way, but you don't want to get carried away where you're just aiming at one thing. You want to throw your punches. You don't want to go out there now, start chucking for an exact spot there. You get caught up too much in that. If it's going to land, it's going to land in that area, and the damage will be done.
Well, as that round comes to an end, it gives us a moment to kind of reflect on this overall fight. And Teddy, my thoughts are pretty clear-cut. This is the kind of fight that just takes on a personality of its own. This is an all-out war.
Yeah, this is kind of like watching a guy who's not on a budget. He's spending with both hands. When he goes home, he's going to have no money in his pockets. And when this fight is over, these guys are going to have nothing left in the gas tank, and it's probably not going to a decision.
Let's get on that swelling. I'll press on that.
They are back to action here, but that action has only favored one man. Completely one-sided. Hard to see the scorecards coming into play here with how dominating he's been. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Marco Antonio Barrera is clearly committed to the strategy of footwork, of movement, of staying away and staying out of trouble.
Yeah, he's got plenty of air in those tires, and he's making sure that he's using them. He's spinning them around that ring. He just has to make sure that he doesn't get predictable where he's going straight back. He goes straight back, you can always time him.
Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Diego Corrales. Antonio Barerra's been stunned. Oh, and there you go. Marco Antonio Barrera's gone down. How will he recover from this? He gets up after that punch put him down on the canvas.
Now he needs to get on that bicycle and stay away from this guy.
It's been 2 minutes of non-stop action. Now the final minute has arrived. Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great shins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
Oh, Marco Antonio Barrera's. Well, we know he survived earlier, but now he goes down for a second time. So he goes down, but able to get up to his feet. Teddy, what should he be thinking about now?
Well, right now, just surviving, but if he survives, then he better figure out why he was put on the floor.
End of the round there, a round in which we did see the knockdown. And Teddy, when a fighter comes back to the corner, having just been floored, typically how are they acting? What are you seeing out of that?
Just imagine you just walked into a room and somebody hit you from behind. You dropped. You're afraid to go in that room again. So put a light on in that room and explain to him why he got dropped. He will not be afraid to go back in that room.
Don't worry about it. We'll take care of it. That is nothing. A small cut, nothing to worry about. Certainly don't stand in front of it.
So here we are, all wondering, can he survive the start of this round after the way we saw him go down in that last round?
Well, it's up to his opponent.
The ref is stopping the fight. The swelling just much too much. That's it. TKO, technical knockout.
By way of TKO, your winner,
Diego Chico Corrales is your winner by technical knockout.
Saw a little bit of everything.